What is an air purifier? If you do not know already, an air purifier is a device designed to clean your air. Air purifiers are designed specifically to remove pollutant particles from the air. They achieve this either through a filtration process, oxidation, adsorption, or by releasing some form of charged ions or a cleaning agent into the air that neutralizes or destroys floating air contaminants. You may have seen words like air cleaners, air sanitizers, or air sterilizers being thrown around and might have asked if they differ from air purifiers. The short answer is they do not. All these words do is describe the various types of air purifiers. For instance, the word air cleaner is usually used to describe air purifiers with filters, while the word sanitizer speaks to devices that release a cleaning agent. However, these words can be used interchangeably to mean air purifiers in general. Beyond the names describing the broad air purifier categories, we have more specific types of devices. These include ionizers or electrostatic air purifiers, HEPA purifiers or allergen removers, photocatalytic oxidation, a.k.a. P.C.O. air purifiers, thermodynamic sterilization air purifiers, also known as T.S.S. purifiers, activated carbon air purifiers, and finally ozone generators. Ionizers or electrostatic air purifiers work by emitting negative ions. These ions then circulate in your room and neutralize positively charged static electrical forces, causing pollutant air particles in your indoor air to fall on surfaces and the floor. The result is clean and fresher air in your home. Ionic air purifiers are, however, not so effective at removing small pollutant gas molecules and accordingly struggle to deal with odors. HEPA air purifiers or allergen removers clean the air by filtration. They draw air through a HEPA filter unit which traps up to 99% of air particulates from as small as 0.1 microns and release refined and cleaner air back into your room. This is a continuous process, and your air gets cleaner and cleaner each time it passes through the purifier's filtration system. So the faster your purifier can circulate new air through its filters, the faster and the more clean air you will have in your room. Activated carbon air purifiers use the process of adsorption to clean air. Activated carbon is a sorbent, meaning it adsorbs pollutants from the air. This type of air purifier works best for gases and odors. They are, however, not so useful for particulate matter like dust and pet dander, and normally come as a combo with other types of air purifiers. You usually find activated carbon air purifiers combined with a HEPA air purifier to provide the HEPA air purifier with the added advantage of removing gases and odors. Activated carbon is added to other types of air purifiers in the form of an activated carbon air filter. P.C.O. air purifiers draw air into their air cleaning compartment. This air cleaning compartment is called a reaction chamber. Rather than getting filtered out, when air contaminants pass through the reaction chamber, they are incinerated through an intense oxidation process, which turns them into harmless carbon dioxide and water molecules, leaving behind clean and fresh air in your home. T.S.S. air purifiers also incinerate pollutants in your air, but by exposing the air to extremely high temperature, upwards of 200 degrees Celsius. Using convection, air flows into the device's ceramic core, which then heats up the air and burns all the contaminants in it at any given point. The purified air is then cooled using heat transfer plates and released back into your room. Lastly, we have ozone generators. These air purifiers emit a cleaning agent called ozone into the air, which chemically reacts with pollutants living behind, oxygen, water molecules, and carbon dioxide. That said, this reaction can also leave behind other toxic substances. What's more, ozone itself is toxic and can harm you if not used properly to clean the air in your house. So, these are all the different types of air purifiers, and now that you know them and how they work, you can better understand how air purifiers differ from other types of devices that treat the air. For more information and to learn more about how air purifiers differ from other devices, follow the link to our detailed article in the video description.